Hello students, welcome to Competitive Exam Library. Today we are going to see what are the different problems are asked in the external exam. So on the induction motor, a 12 pole 3-phase alternator is coupled to an engine running at 500 rpm. It supplies an induction motor which has full load speed of 1440 rpm. Find the percentage slip and the number of poles on the of the motor. So if you see this question, so why it is alternator is coupled here. So alternator is coupled like this. So for the induction motor, so this is an alternator. Next we have the induction motor. So one thing you have to remember, when alternator is coupled to induction motor, so you have to observe the frequency. So the frequency will be same as the supply frequency we are giving for the induction motor from the alternator. So first of all you have to calculate the alternator frequency. So further the given data is number of poles are given to 12 and coupled it is running at, that means synchronous speed of the alternator is 500 rpm. So from this we can take it as frequency as ns into p divided by 120. ns is 500 into p is 12 divided by 120. So we are going to get the frequency will be 50 Hz. The frequency of this only we are connected to induction motor. So that is the information is given. Next which is running at full load speed. Okay. So now we will come for the induction motor which is running at full load speed, that is 1440 rpm. So normally we will have the synchronous speed. So the synchronous speed will be nearly equals to n. Synchronous speed will be nearly equal to n. There is no that much of difference will be there between the synchronous speed and the normal speed. So what we will do is, so we will find the slip here. So how much of a slip it is running we have to calculate. So if you see that first we will have the slip will be how much we will number of poles we will calculate. What is the number of poles is 120 f by ns. So ns will be, we already know that is 120 into 50 divided by 1440. So you are going to get some 4.16 like this, but always the number of poles will be a even number and it is a round off figure. So you can take it as 4 poles will be there here. Now you can calculate the synchronous speed. The synchronous speed will be 120 f by p. So that is 120 into f will be 50 Hz and 4. So how much you are going to get? 1500 rpm. So synchronous speed you got it as 1500 rpm now. So he is asking the slip. What is the slip will be ns minus n divided by ns. I am expressing in percentage. Okay, he is asked the percentage slip. That's why we are expressing in the percentage. So ns will be 1500. Next n will be 1440 divided by 1500 into 100. So that is 60 divided by 1500 into 100. So what you are going to get, that is the 4% of slip will be there in the induction motor. So yearly you have to take ns value will be nearly equals to n. That's why we are taken 1440 for calculating number of poles. As you got the number of poles correctly, you can multiply, that is the synchronous speed will be calculated, then the slip will be calculated here, that is the 4%. Like this you can do this problem. See the next problem. An 8-pole alternator runs at 750 rpm, supplies power to a 4-pole induction motor. The frequency of the rotor is 1.5 Hz. What is the speed of the motor? Here once again the alternator is connected, running at 750 rpm. What is the use of that? First you have to calculate the frequency. So frequency will be ns into p divided by 120. So ns is how much it is? 750, and the number of poles are how much it is? 8. Next is 120. So 4 2s are 4 3s are 325. How much it is? 50 hertz. The frequency of the induction motor is recorded as 50 hertz. Next, apply to a 4 pole. Now we will come for the induction motor. So take the data of the induction motor. So if you have the induction motor here, so number of poles will be 4 here. Next it is F dash, it is given as 1.5 hertz. So now we have to calculate what is the speed of the motor. For that, first we will calculate F dash. We are already know that is S times of F. So S will be F dash divided by F. So F dash will be 1.5 divided by 50. That means 15 divided by 50 into 1 by 10. So 5 3s are 5 10s are. So approximately we are going to get 0.03. That is the slip. You know the speed will be, that is the formula is ns into 1 minus s into s. So let us calculate ns will be how much first. Ns is equals to 120 f by p. So 120 into 50 divided by number of poles, you got it as 4, it is given. So that is how much you are going to get, that is 1500 rpm. Ns will be 1500. Let us calculate 1500 into 1 minus 0.03. That means 1500 into 0.97. So how much you are going to get, that is 1455 rpm. This is the speed of the rotor it is running. We are already given all formulas in the last video. You can see that all the formulas what we are using here. Next, see the another problem. A 3-phase 6-pole 50 Hz induction motor has a slip of 2% at no load and at 4% at full load. Determine, first one is synchronous speed, second one is no load speed, third one is full load speed, next one is frequency of rotor current at standstill, next frequency of rotor current at full load. So that is a problem. So here you can observe a 3-phase 6-pole. Okay, so the number of poles we will write. So the number of poles will be 6 first. Next 50 Hz, frequency will be given as 50 Hz. Next having, so no load conditions, no load slip will be, that is I am writing it as Sn. Sn means it will be 2%. 2% means 2 by 100 we can write. That we can be written as 0.02 also. Next full load slip will be given as, that is SF I am writing here. Full load slip will be given as 4%, that is 4 by 100, that means 0.04 we can write. Determine the synchronous speed. First we will determine the first problem. Synchronous speed will be ns is equals to 120 f by p. So 120 into frequency will be 50 and the number of poles, how many poles it is having, 6. So how much the speed, that is 1000 rpm. That is the synchronous speed. Next, second question. What is second question? No load speed he is asking. No load speed means you have to take the no load slip here. Okay. So n is equals to n only, no load speed. So we are going to calculate that as ns into 1 minus s. That is ns you got it as 1000 rpm into 1 minus 0.02. That means 1000 into 0.98. That is 980 rpm, which is at no load condition. Next, full load speed. Third question is full load speed. N full load, that is ns into 1 minus s only, but you have to consider the, here the slip will be Sn we are consider, here we are considering to SF here. So 1000 into 1 minus 0.04. So that is very important. 1000 into 0.96, that is 960 rpm. The speed will be 960 rpm. Fourth question, the frequency of rotor current at standstill. So f dash will be s times of sf. So at standstill, we are already know at standstill what is, that is at starting condition, slip will be equals to 1. So f dash will become f only, that will become answer is 50 Hz. Next, fifth question, frequency of rotor current at full load. So f dash at full load condition, that is sf. So f dash into is equals to full load slip will be 0.04 into 50. So if you do that answer, what you are going to get, how much, that is 2 heads. Answer will be 2 heads. That is the f dash at the full load conditions. Okay, see the next problem. A 4-pole 3-phase 50 Hz induction motor runs at a speed of 1470 rpm. Find the synchronous speed, the slip and the frequency of the induced EMF in the rotor under this condition. Very simple problem it is given. The number of poles are given 4 and frequency is given as 50 Hz. Next is running at that is speed is given as 1470 rpm. Next, find the synchronous speed of the synchronous speed. First we will calculate synchronous speed, that is 120 f by p. That will be 120 into f is 50 divided by p r 4. That means how much? 1500 rpm. Next, frequency of the slip he is asking. Slip will be, so ns minus n divided by ns into 100. So ns value is 1500 minus 1470 divided by 1500 into 100. So that is 30 divided by 1500 into 100. So what you are going to get, that is 2 percentage is the slip we got. Next, frequency of the induced EMF, that is f dash is equals to s times of sf rotor under this condition. F dash will be s times of, that is 0.02 into 50. That will be, answer will be 1 Hz. The answer will be 1. Very simple problem it is given for 6 marks. Direct application of problem. Next you see a 8-pole alternator. So I think so this problem we have done. A 8-pole alternator runs at 750 rpm, supplies a power, sorry it is not done, power to a 6-pole induction motor which runs at 970 rpm. What is the slip of the induction motor? What is the slip of the induction? 8-pole alternator. So number of poles will be, that is 8, and the speed it is running at the speed is 750 rpm. So he is asking, that is the alternator. So first frequency we have to calculate, that is 750 into p 1 divided by 120. So 2s, 3s, 25. Next you are going to get 50 Hz. The frequency will be of the induction motor is 50 Hz. Power to a 6-pole alternator. So alternator is having, sorry, induction motor is having 6-pole. Frequency will be 50 Hz. Next, running at 970 rpm. Okay. What is the slip? Slip means first of all you have to calculate the synchronous speed. That is 120 f by p. 120 into f will be 50 divided by p is 6. So that is 1000 rpm. So ns will be 1000 rpm. Now he is asking what is the slip. Slip will be ns minus n, that is 970 divided by ns into 100. I am expressing percentage. 30 divided by 1000 into 100. So what, here 2, here 1. So what you are going to get, 3% of slip will be there in the induction motor. This is a very simple problem. Next problem you see, a 4-pole 3300 volts 50 Hz induction motor runs at rated frequency and voltage. The frequency of the rotor current is 2.5 Hz. Find the slip and the running speed. Okay, very simple question this is also. So number of poles are given 4 and the frequency is given as 50 Hz, so that we can calculate the synchronous speed. Synchronous speed will be 120 f by p. So that means 120 into frequency will be 50 Hz and the number of poles are 4. So what you are going to get, 1500 rpm. That is the speed, synchronous speed. Next, rotor currents frequency it is given as 2.5 Hz. So that is equals to s times of f. So s will be calculated as f dash divided by f. That means, so here f dash is 2.5 and frequency is 50. So 25 divided by 500, that is 1 by 200. That means 0. The answer will be, what is the, so here what is the speed, slip will be 0.05 or 5% we can write. Next is ask the running speed. So n will be ns into 1 minus s. So ns value will be given as 1500. Next ns is 1 minus 0.05, that is 1500 into 0.95. 1500 into 0.95. How much you are going to get? 1425 rpm. The speed of the induction motor is 1425, which is at running speed. Okay. See the next problem here. This is one problem covered all the formulas here. A 4-pole 3-phase induction motor operates from a supply whose frequency is 50 Hz. Calculate. First one is synchronous speed. Second one is the speed of the rotor when the slip is 0.04. The frequency of the rotor current when the slip is 0.03. The frequency of the rotor current at a standstill condition. Very simple problem this is also. So the number of poles are given as 4 pole. Next is a 3-phase induction motor operates, supply frequency is how much it is, 50 Hz. Calculate at synchronous speed. So first one is synchronous speed, that is ns is equals to 120 f by p. So 120 into f will be 50, number of poles are 4 pole. How much you are going to get? 1500. So 1500 rpm. Next, second one, the speed of the rotor with the slip is, so ns into 1 minus s, that is equals to 1500 into 1 minus 0.04, that is 1500 into 0.96. How much answer you are going to get? That is 1440 rpm. Next, third one is f dash. F dash will be given, so the frequency of the rotor, that is f dash is equals to s times of f, 0.03 into 50. So what is the answer you are going to get? That is 1.5 Hz. Next, fourth question is what it is asking, the frequency of the rotor current at standstill. So f dash will be s times f, but standstill s is equals to 1. So you are going to get f dash is equals to f only, that is 50 Hz at the standstill condition. These are the different types of models and problems are asked in the previous papers of VTU BEE. So with this, the induction motor is completed, as well as the fifth module is also going to completed. There is third module is pending, will be there, that we will start. So domestic wiring also. So if you are seeing first time this channel, please like, share and subscribe the channel. If you have any queries, you can comment in the comment box. Thank you very much.